All right,
All
so
right,
it
there
says
we
it's
go.
recording right now.
Cool. All right, Fire for Vets, episode one. After 20 minutes of all of us being on here, trying to figure out how to record this shit. My name is Liam Rowan. I am, I guess, the founder for Fire for Veterans. Came up with the idea a little over a year ago. So if anybody else wants to introduce themselves, a little bit about me. Served in Fast Company and 1-6 in the Marine Corps from 2016 to 2021. I was 0311 primarily. Did 3 deployments. Didn't do any cool shit besides get drunk the entire time on all three. You know, peacetime grunt shit. Joined the fire service back in 2022. Been with Waxhaw Fire Department for for going on 4 years now. So a little bit about me. The rest of y'all, you know.
Oh, you got it.
Sure. I'm Coley Beans, started Marine Corps 2012, uh, got medically retired in 2017, scrambled around trying to find a job that I loved and enjoyed, decided to go to the fire department in 2026. I'm in academy right now, so I'm a boot again. And here we are. Yeah.
Will, you're up.
All right. Name's Will Harris, another co-founder for Fire for Vets. Uh, Served in the Marine Corps, 3rd Battalion, 8th Marines, 311 infantryman, 2015 to 2019. Got out for a little bit. Decided that I missed the Marine Corps. Taught lieutenants how to shoot guns down at Quantico for a little bit. After that, worked for the government for a little bit. Realized that working a desk job during COVID was very cancerous. So, got my EMT certification. After that, decided, hey man, firefighting looks cool. So, applied for a Loudoun County Fire Rescue up in Northern Virginia, and yeah, I'm with Sterling Station 18. So,
Oh yeah.
Sweet.
All right, and then our first guest here, first guest that we've ever had on the show, man of the hour.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Todd Angell. I was a Navy corpsman with the Fleet Marine Force from 2007 to 2012. Was with 1st Battalion, 8th Marines out of Camp Lejeune, 81st Platoon. Um, Honorably discharged in 2012. Kind of got into the lost soul thing of life, wasn't sure what I was going to do. And then found the fire department. And I've been with the fire department here in Tampa, Hillsborough County Fire Rescue for 10 years now. And then I also fly as a critical care trauma flight paramedic on the side with our level 1 hospital here on the side, just as a side gig. So
That's a crazy ass side gig.
that's the
Most
ultimate
guys
side
go
gig.
do like construction or fucking, like some, some shit like that, or do personal training. You're like, nah,
Yeah.
fuck it, flight medic.
Two dream jobs that I achieved, so I don't know what's next, but
Hell
uh,
yeah.
I think it's the two best jobs in the world, so it's been pretty cool.
Hell yeah, man. That's awesome. So, you introduce yourself there, and then obviously we talked a little bit. So I would like to read your Silver Star citation, if that's cool with you.
Yeah, sure.
Just kind of read that off. Because when you first messaged us when we started featuring veterans on the page and everything, like, dude, you were like one of the first people that contacted us. So I was like, holy shit, we're starting off hot here. Like, so I thought that was pretty cool. Why the fuck is there an ad blocker on here? Damn it. Hang on. There we go. But yeah, I was kind of like, oh shit, what the fuck does he want to do with our stupid asses? So, but then I realized, we kind of all the same brotherhood. So,
Yeah, yeah.
let's see. All right, the President of the United States takes pleasure in presenting the Silver Star to Hospital Corpsman Third Class Todd J. Angell, United States Navy, for conspicuous gallantry and intrepidity against the enemy while serving as a corpsman, weapons company, 1st Battalion, 8th Marines. I'm already doing better than your average staff NCO. Regimental Combat Team 2, 1st Marine Division, forward, 1st Marine Expeditionary, 1st Forward, Afghanistan from 12 October 2010 to 20 December 2010 in support of Operation Enduring Freedom. On 12 October 2010, Petty Officer 3rd Class Angel was on patrol in the Musa Kala district when an improvised explosive device detonated. Undeterred by the threat of a secondary device and with complete disregard for his own personal safety, he dashed across 500 meters of terrain laced with explosive devices to reach a grievously wounded Marine. He then provided immediate life-saving aid. On 8 November 2010, an Afghan soldier struck an explosive device, suffering a double amputation. En route to the casualty, the minesweeper Marine struck a second device. After accessing the Marine casualty, he continued on by himself against with complete disregard for his own personal safety and without hesitation. I spoke too soon about my reading. He crossed a known minefield to rescue the Afghan soldier and applied tourniquets and first aid that saved his life. Moments later, a third explosive device detonated, and he treated the wounded explosive device ordnance disposal Marine. A local national also suffered a gunshot wound to the head. He expertly applied aid to that saved the Afghan's life. On 20 November 2010, the elements of his platoon were ambushed near the village of Kanjagal. He personally shot 2 enemy fighters at close range and assisted in repelling the enemy's assault by his bold leadership, wise judgment, and complete dedication to duty. Petty Officer 3rd Class Angel reflected great credit upon himself and upheld the highest traditions of the United States Naval Service. Holy shit.
A lifetime ago.
That's fucking impressive, man. I've actually never really seen a citation go from like multiple events. Most medal citations are for like one specific thing, but you did like 3 or 4, just no fucks given. You're out there doing what you're doing.
Yeah, I mean, I got lucky for sure because the citation usually is like Valor Awards usually are like single incidents. That's kind of what took so long for them to actually approve it. But yeah, no, the platoon, I had a good platoon of intelligent Marines that got us in the where we needed to be to do some good work over there and stuff.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. So, did you ever have like a mentor that kind of taught you like, hey, no matter what, you go fucking get them, or was it kind of like, hit or miss with who was leading you beforehand?
Yeah, I had a lot of mentors. That could be an 8-hour podcast in itself. And that's part of the reason that like in the fire service, I'm like super passionate about mentorship. Um, getting you guys under your wing and kind of making them reach their full potential. And I do the same. I still do that. Like with my, looking forward to be a leader in the fire department. Like I need mentors. So yeah, I had quite a few mentors. Man, honestly, I'd say one of my like ultimate mentor, and some of it was his leadership guidance and stuff like that, but also just like recommended readings and like, hey, you should read this, you should read that. Before I went to the Marine Corps, units was a nurse that I worked with in Pensacola. He's still one of my best friends, Jason Brew. But he was a nurse. He sold his soul to the devil, but he was a corpsman before that with an infantry unit. Um, just always, immediately took me under his wing. Knew I wanted to go with the Marine Corps infantry at some point in my career. And that was like kind of like the railroad that he put me on was taught me shooting, taught me medicine, taught me just stuff that, hey, if you want them to respect you, this is what you need to do. This is what you need to learn. Um, be able to keep up in PT, One Bullet Away was probably the one of the biggest books that I read prior to going to the green side. That was actually super helpful as far as that's like the Generation Kill book, but it's the one written
Mhm.
by the actual platoon commander. Um, so yeah, definitely mentorship was huge in my success, and I owe it a lot of that success to mentors.
Hell
Uh,
yeah, dude.
and I'm still super passionate about mentorship in general.
That's awesome that you carried that down. So, you said you had that one mentor, forget his name, I'm sorry. But he said, he kind of taught you how it was from going from like a blue side corpsman to a green side corpsman and was like, this is what you need to know how to do. This is what, you have going on. So with that, like, did you kind of hit the fleet expecting it to be as hardcore as it was?
Um, man, I think that was the hardest thing I've done still is being the new corpsman to a platoon. You know, some Marines kind of just assume that like, oh, you're good to go, you're a doc. And then others make you earn it. Um, and yeah, I think it was actually a lot harder than I thought it was going to be, to be honest. Like getting in with a platoon. The Marine Corps is very unique with the relationship with the corpsman. Like I know Army, I have a lot of respect for Army, but their medics are totally different than what a Navy corpsman is. Navy corpsman, we eat, sleep, breathe, shoot, go to the armory at 4 a.m. for a 6 a.m. weapons draw. Like we do all the bullshit right alongside them. Now there are ways we can skate out of that, but that takes a few years to learn that art. So yeah, it was actually I would say it was more challenging than I expected. Just trying to earn the respect um, of the Marines, trying to you're like a not a mentor, but like a healthcare provider, but also uh, you kind of need to be a buddy from the PFC all the way up to the platoon commander, which is a weird relationship for a lot of Marines. Marines, then that's a huge difference between the Navy and the Marine Corps is the rank thing. I was like, oh shit, an E5 and I'm an E4. That's a big deal. Uh, and I kind of nonchalantly like, oh, you're just one rank higher than me. It's not a big deal. I can call you by your first name. Yeah, negative. Uh, and then, like I said, you got to kind of build that rapport from all the way up to the platoon commander and earn his trust all the way down to the brand new boot drops. So, but looking back now, 15 years later, it's like it's a cool position to be in. Like being a corpsman is just awesome, for that
Yeah.
reason.
Well, I think I can speak for every grunt, and will acknowledge this. We will fucking kill anybody who fucks with docs. So, it's
Sure.
even if you were new to the platoon and trying to earn your place and everything, like I guarantee you every single one of those dudes would have jumped anyone on your behalf. Because, even though you were earning your place and everything, they still realize you're there to help them,
Yeah.
especially if some of them had been to combat before and everything. They knew how important being a doc was.
Yeah. No, for sure.
Like so. That being said, you talked about having to like earn your keep and like kind of earn your place, and some of the seniors would make you kind of earn yours rather than just assume you're good. Like when you got to Afghanistan, obviously, like just from reading your citation alone, obviously you guys took a lot of contact from IEDs and shit like that. I'm assuming you had to earn your keep pretty quickly there, right?
Yeah, honestly, our platoon uh earned our cars within the RIP. We were on the RIP patrol with we relieved 1-2. Um, and they were taking us out on a patrol just to kind of show us the AO a little bit. And we got in our first tick right out of the gate. Total chaos. You think you're ready, you think this, you think that, and it's a swift kick in the dick, realizing you're not quite uh, as good as you think you are. So um, yeah, no, we got into it pretty quick there. We got it. We were there and we arrived in the AO in September of 2010. So the summertime is typically a little bit more. Uh, there was a lot more kinetic fights and stuff like that going on. So we kind of got there in the middle of it. They had just established a patrol base that we took over. Like it was like weeks old. I mean, there were still HESCO barriers not set up, cases of sandbags to be filled. It was a fresh patrol base, so uh, we were new to the area. We, as in the Marines and the Americans, were kind of new to that area. So, um, yeah, good amount of fighting off the rip on that deployment.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, man. That's got to be intense, just getting in country and you're just getting settled and everything, and then all of a sudden you're fucking taking fire right off the rip. That's fucking crazy, actually.
Yeah, it
Nobody,
was.
nobody really thinks of that happening. They think they might have time to like get settled and do whatever they want. Enemy don't give a fuck.
No. Now I'll say this. I don't know. I'm sure everyone in this group has seen Pacific, but that there's a scene that was pretty much us. Like we landed in the helicopters and we set up 360s and we're thinking like we're gonna be landing in like this crazy LZ and like 1-2 was sitting there with no lids on, smoking and joking. We looked like idiots because we were obviously landing a helicopter in a pretty safe area and we thought we were getting off the boats on D-Day, you know. But I will say, like, getting trial by fire like that quickly helped kind of figure out, especially for me, like my gear layout, what I need, what I don't need. I went out way too heavy that first patrol and had way too much stuff. I was ready to save a whole village of people medically, and that just wasn't necessary. You wanted to be lighter on your feet than heavy because Helmand Province is pretty kind of spread out and it's a lot of farm fields and stuff. So, when they're engaging you in an open cornfield and you have to run 200 meters to even get cover, you're like, okay, maybe I don't need this leg rig. I don't need this. I don't need that. So it was actually helpful to be like, okay, we can start trimming this shit down and I want to be a little bit lighter on my feet. You know?
Yeah. That makes a lot of sense. It's funny you mentioned the Pacific. Actually, I just started reading Eugene Sledge's book yesterday, so I just picked that up.
Yeah,
So
it's going.
it's a great book so far.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense wanting to be lighter on your feet, and that's kind of something that carries over into the fire service too. Like you go to a fire, you've already got 60 pounds of shit on minimum. You want to be as light as fucking possible.
Yeah.
So especially having to carry a victim and shit. So like, kind of like you said, it's like a trial by fire. Like you learn quickly. Oh fuck, this is what I do and don't need. And
Yeah. Yeah. You come out of the academy thinking, I need all this extra shit in my pockets. I need all these tools. And you learn quickly like that, the first time you get a structure fire, you're like, all right, maybe I don't need all this on me right now. I got enough weight and I got enough shit to carry.
some webbing and some wire cutters and maybe a bailout bag, and you're
Not
good
it.
to go. So that's really all you need.
Yeah, let's eventually let's transition towards that because it's as a new guy, I ask every person, or at least captain or chief, I ask, hey, what do you keep in your pockets? So
Yeah.
always good question, even for senior firefighters. It's always good to know, hey,
It is.
what do you have on you?
Yeah.
So,
Well, in Florida, I always keep the screwdriver that fits the AC units because we run a lot of AC units. And it's a pain in the ass to run back to the truck and get one. So you just pop them off real quick and find the burned wires.
Oh yeah. So me, I carry a 7-head screwdriver. It's got like the little different heads like
Yep.
inside. Like
Yep.
I carry one of those. I carry 2 pairs of wire cutters. I carry one in a bunker pocket, one in my radio pouch, and then some door chalks and some webbing. That's about. But the webbing I have is connected to. I connected it to 2 carabiners, so it's a ratchet strap actually with 2 carabiners. So if it's a RIT scenario, I can package someone, strap it down as hard as I can, and they're good to go.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
way quick. So I carry that, and then some door chalks. That's yeah. And in my opinion, I overpack. So
Yeah. Yeah.
uh, so yeah, Cole, take that advice. Be light on your feet. You don't need 30 different things.
But I'll take it to heart.
Learn to force a door with just the Halligan. You don't need to bring bolts anyway, just in case, because you never know what kind of fucking door you got. But it's a lot easier forcing a door with just a Halligan bar than it is carrying all that shit.
Yeah.
So I grew up in the Marine Corps with a Halligan. I'm way overconfident in my ability to breach a door.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. You fucking engineer boys were always fucking blowing shit up and breaking doors off of hinges. So
Yeah.
good old 15-2.
So speaking of like things you carried in your pockets, you mentioned getting light on your feet on patrols and shit. What was like your average loadout for a patrol as a corpsman?
As far as like ammo or just in general?
Ammo, medical gear, like what was like your must-haves on every patrol?
So like if you're familiar with the March algorithm, the massive hemorrhaging, airway, respiration, circulation, hypothermia, that was what I needed to get somebody alive to what was the base? Leatherneck or Camp Bastion. Camp Bastion's the hospital. Um so yeah, a shit ton of tourniquets. So all the Marines obviously had them. Like we were that my generation was kind of that generation from like early Iraq where only the corpsmen had shit to all right, now everybody gets at least two. So all the Marines had them. Uh, and then they have their IFAC, which is always like I want to work out of your IFAC if I can. Um, and that helps mitigate what I need to actually carry. And then um, I had extra tourniquets, extra chest seals, mega ton of gauze because they were vacuum sealed in a little tight container, so you can fit, you could fit a truckload of gauze in a little pouch. Um, but like that first from that first patrol, I had a full backpack full of meds and IVs and drugs. I had a leg rig and all that shit got chopped off when we got back from that because I was like, this ain't gonna work, you know. So the standard became I had a camelback that had a little pouch on the back full of hemorrhage control and chest injury stuff. And then I had two pouches on my actual plate carrier that I would keep some additional gauze, some more chest stuff, and then like uh, in a bag on my ass, I carried the IV fluids, and I didn't bring a lot of IV fluids. Um, and especially now, like I would preach, you don't really need a whole lot of IV fluids, um, because the stuff we were carrying back then it was like the bee's knees, and now it's like, don't use that stuff, it's bad. It was called Hextend. Um, so yeah, I mean, and a good amount of morphine, just because that was the only pain management drug we had. So I carried the auto injectors of morphine. I had 10 milligram auto injectors, and I probably carry 5 to 6 at a time, somewhere in that range.
Oh
Um,
yeah,
so
but
yeah, that was about the
the
average.
boys feel nothing.
Yeah, yeah. Obviously you can adjust for different missions. Like we had some missions that were like, hey, we're gonna go out for the next 3 days. Okay, and then I'm gonna pack 3 days worth of stuff. But just an average patrol or patrol to contact or anything that we most likely are gonna get in something, that's kind of that original loadout was it.
Okay, hell yeah. And then like comparing that, like what do you carry in your pockets in your bunker gear now? Like,
Um, Webbing with carabiners, same exact setup. The multi-set screwdriver, and then another screwdriver that I should know this because I'm a truck guy, but the size that fits AC units here. It's a
He's a
standard like.
truckie.
it's
He's a truckie.
Hey, I did it. I brought a couple out and I put them on the thing, and I was like, all right, this one fits. It's going in my pocket. Um, but yeah,
that's
that's
the
about
best way
it.
to figure it out.
Yeah, I do. I carry a knife in my upper bunker coat because we do VMR and like extrications and stuff. And I'm not a big guy, so I'm usually the inside guy for any kind of VMR scenario.
Yeah.
So it's like a cheap ass folding pocket knife just to cut seats and cut seat belts and stuff.
That's all you need with those. I mean,
Yeah,
the tools you really need on those calls are always on the truck for you. So
yeah,
assuming last shift isn't fucking stupid. Um, but like you always got what you need. Like we carry a combi tool on our engine, and we can get a lot done with just the combi tool. We had a
sure.
pin drunk driver. It's like 7 a.m. on a Tuesday. Drunk driver straight into a tree, dash rolled over. It could not have been more textbook. We got a relief cut and took the whole door with just the combi tool. By the time the rescue even got there, we were halfway to getting them out.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Those
they
kind
took they took all the combi tools and everything else off the engines out here in Loudoun County, and they're like, "Hey, this is all rescue specific missions." So they put them on rescue units only, and I think a few trucks carry them, but some of the old engines had like one or two. But
that's
yeah,
probably a budget reason.
I mean,
Yeah.
this is the richest county, apparently, allegedly,
It,
in
it doesn't
northern
matter if they actually have
America, but
to save the money. They don't want to
Yeah,
use it.
yeah, yeah. That could be better suited somewhere else.
Yeah,
you
like
can pay everyone
be better
but the
suited
firefighter.
paying fucking county chairman and officers and shit.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah,
Why would it help the firefighters?
exactly.
Oh man, I'm gonna get in trouble.
No, everything we say in here doesn't reflect our department or our agency. It just our
Yeah, it doesn't. I'm not wearing anything that reflects my agency at all, so we're good. We are good, man. Fucking so I know in Florida they call ambulances rescues. So like if you if you're riding an ambulance and you're like, hey, I need a rescue, but
That
you
means you
need
need an ambulance.
okay, what do you say for a rescue company?
The heavy. We
The
call it
heavy?
the heavy
The
rescue.
heavy.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So yeah,
Okay.
if we need, first of all, as a truckie, our goal is to not need the heavy. So because we carry the bigger extrication tools and all that stuff. But if we do need the heavy, then that's who we call for. If I say I need a rescue, that means I need a ALS ambulance.
Okay.
Pretty
All
much. Oh, I guess you guys are up kind of south of the Mason-Dixon too, but I feel like everywhere south of the Mason-Dixon, rescues are ambulances and uh no.
Not by me. I
All
mean,
right.
I'm just Charlotte, North Carolina, and it is not like that by us. If you say you need a rescue, you're getting a heavy rescue. I know Cole's department, they've got a pretty good rescue company that runs a lot of good calls. Because me and Cole work in the same county. We actually used to wrangle crackheads out of hospitals together.
Oh yeah.
So, oh yeah, dude, that was a fun job. Me and him, we were the only two Marines that worked there. Everybody else was Army, so it was like us against the world. But but where we work in the same county, he's got a pretty good rescue company. We got a decently busy rescue company. So we do a lot of cut jobs out by us, but nothing too fancy.
Yeah, that's good.
So yeah, we actually got a call the other day. Luckily our rescue was staffed that morning. Just because I'm on a combination department, so a lot of times staffing, at minimum, we have a full engine company and someone who can at least drive the rescue and bring it on scene.
Yeah.
So we're good. Um, but luckily, we just happen to have full staffing. Get a call for a structural collapse. We roll up. It's a meth house, and this fucking meth head is like, these people keep coming out of the woods and pushing my house over, and we're like, okay, man, sure. Turns out this dude had a structure fire at his house like fucking 4 or 5 years ago, and was using burnt pieces of wood to shore his house.
That's perfect, man.
It was fucking gangster. I was like, hell yeah, man. I love the ingenuity.
Oh shit.
When our rescue goes, it's usually pretty legit.
Yeah. Uh,
I don't know. I make us sound cooler than we actually are. We run less than 2,000 calls a year out of my house. We're not that fucking busy. So,
it's all
yeah, man. So, when you did you stay Greenside your whole career after going there and like kind of EAS from being a Greenside corpsman, or did you go back to the kind of the hospital or the clinic side?
No, so I started blue side at a hospital, Naval Hospital, Pensacola.
Okay.
Didn't want that, young, wanted to go do the thing, but um Navy had other plans, so I spent 2 years in Pensacola. I did deploy there it was called an individual augmentee, which was it was a program that the Army, because the Army was sending people on absurd deployments, so they augmented Navy sailors like to go deploy with the Army. Um, which so like you could be like a real sailor. I don't know whatever job or rate they have, but they could say, "Hey, I want to go deploy with the Army," and the Army would train them, and you could go do that. Um, so I did something similar to that. I wasn't with like a unit. I didn't get attached to a unit until I actually got in country. Um, and it was really because I hated being in Pensacola. So I was like, I just need to get out of here. And I wanted to deploy. I want to like go do something. Um, it was cool. It was an all right deployment. It was easy. It wasn't like I hate using the word deployment for it because it wasn't a real deployment. Um, but I learned a lot. I was like in an office answering nine lines and triaging medevacs out of Iraq. So it was kind of cool in a way. It would have been
That
cool. That would
sounds
have been
pretty
cool.
real deployment to me, to be honest. That sounds pretty legit.
It would have been cool if it was like I've been in 10 years and I've already been to combat and like this is a cake job. Like it because it wasn't that cake. I mean, it was kind of complicated. I was in E3 making like I was briefing generals and colonels about
Oh,
like and then talking to other colonels from the Air Force, getting weather reports to decide is this medically necessary to send a helicopter or should we do it by ground? So I learned a lot from like the backside of things, but it still wasn't like what I wanted to do. So that broke up my time in Pensacola a little bit because I was there for 2 years, but I was only there for like a year. because I got to deploy. And then I went to FMF after that and spent the last 3 years with the Marine Corps, um, which was great. That was like everything I signed up for and more.
Yeah.
Um, so it all worked out. You just
Hell
gotta.
yeah. Well, I know you said you had to hop off, so go do whatever you got to do.
Yeah, crazy enough. You probably met my old man though. He's been out in Pensacola for a while. He's in the Air Force as well. But yeah,
Yeah, maybe.
good old Dave Harris. If you ever met him, big old asshole. But yeah,
Damn. Okay.
worked for AFSOC for a little bit and did a lot of stuff overseas. But anyways, yeah, gentlemen, I gotta hop off. Gotta go meet with my background investigator and everything else. But hey, it was good talking to you and
Yeah,
good meeting
likewise.
everyone. Yeah. So, hey, hopefully we can set this up again at some point, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Liam, we'll talk to you soon. Cole,
Yeah.
likewise. Todd, hey, it was good meeting you. And yeah, thank you for your service and everything else.
Yeah, man. Same to you. Good luck with the Department of State.
Thank you so much. All right, guys, we'll talk soon.
Take it easy.
So later,
Later.
brother. So Kevin should be coming on in a few minutes too. He just texted me a little while ago, so we should get another one. Cole, you got any questions, bro?
Yes, sir. Mr. Todd, what do you pack in your current IFACs? What are you running in your vehicle?
I still run a March setup. So massive, I can treat massive hemorrhaging. Airway, I kind of skip over, only because like if you guys ever did DMOC or CLS or any of those classes for Marines, they talk about the nasal airways, and those things are just kind of
Yep,
pointless in my opinion. So I don't carry
understood.
anything. I don't carry anything that relates to airway. Um, Chest seals, and then I carry a ton of those little hypothermia blankets. They sell them on Amazon,
Really?
and they're
Okay.
packaged like that, and they open up into a big
Yeah.
thermal kit. Um, because even when I was a corpsman, I mean, obviously I'm way more educated now than when I was a corpsman, but we didn't stress enough the importance of hypothermia management and trauma. So it's like
Okay.
absolutely critical to manage temperature when you deal with trauma. Like
That's
Never totally
it's as
respected
important.
that.
Yeah, no, it's as important as stopping the bleeding. I mean, like stopping the bleeding, step one, and then step two is start actively warming them, because they're gonna die anyway if they get cold. And like in the United
Gotcha.
States, I think the latest statistics are like 68% of trauma patients brought into ERs by EMS are hypothermic, which is not great. So, um,
Really?
yeah, oh yeah.
Right.
So I always,
Interesting.
I always push that on people. I'm like, yeah, like NPA, like take out your NPAs in your little IFAC and throw in thermal blankets. Thermal blankets are critical. That like they're
Okay.
more important than those NPAs. The NPA,
Gotcha.
the NPAs are sexy and the thermal blankets aren't, but it's as far as importance, it's kind of reversed.
Understood.
it's something that you don't really think of because like obviously you and I we've had our fair share of trauma calls and everything. And we see them come in like every time I've been first into a trauma call. Now, obviously, you being a paramedic, you have more experience than me. I have my EMT basic, and
Yeah.
that's all I ever plan on getting.
Sorry, you guys
um,
save us all the time.
fucking but like obviously we run our trauma calls and everything. I'm never thinking to put a thermal blanket on them because going into shock, yeah, they're gonna get cold, and it's just something you not think of in the moment, like especially with the tunnel vision that you get and everything because you're on like a whole because at least like where I'm at, like we can run 5 or 6 lift assists a fucking day, and then all of a sudden that one call comes in, you're like, oh shit, because you're
Yeah.
just so complete from going to bullshit calls over and over again,
Yep.
and then it can happen super quickly. So that's actually a really good thing to remember.
Yeah. No, it's really important. Uh, we
Yeah.
we don't need to turn into a medical science podcast, but it's definitely an important thing that is undertreated and overlooked, but yet your mortality goes up significantly if they become hypothermic. So,
Yep.
yeah, my IFAC and my gun belt over there has a lot of those thermal blankets.
Hell yeah, man. Oh yeah.
What are you
So
running on your? My apologies.
no, you're good. You're good. No, go on.
What is your EDC?
As far as a gun,
Yes, sir.
It kind of depends on my outfit. I have the 365 XL that I really like. I know
Okay.
Sig has gotten a bad
It's
rap
only
lately.
320, not the whole
I
company,
know,
just
that's what I
the.
said. But like right now, it's Florida. It's not super hot, so I always prefer Glock 19. I love my Glock 19.
There
Um,
we go.
Okay.
on
That's mine too.
on the gun
Gen
belt,
5 Black.
dude, I just love Glocks. On the gun belt, when I train at the range, I bought the M&P metal, and that's kind of become a fan favorite. And I would carry it, but it's got like a
Really?
super aggressive grip on it, and I think it would like rub against my belly and cause issues. Like it would get annoying. Because
Riff.
grip is like sandpaper, dude. It's like it's
Yeah.
awesome when you're shooting in the summer here, but to carry it would probably get old because it's like sandpaper.
Okay. Understood.
Oh,
Um, back getting back into medical stuff. How many tourniquets do you carry in your car, your personal?
Two. I always have two. Well, two is one is none kind of rule.
Yes,
Um,
sir.
and another reason, like especially in the civilian side, it's happened to me more times than not that you actually need two tourniquets. Like the Marine Corps is easy because everyone's a military age male. They're in shape. Your fattest guy is like 220 pounds. You don't have that in the civilian world. So there's been a few incidents that I've ran into that they just needed to because they're so big. So
there we go.
yeah,
There's Kevin. Bitch ass.
two is kind of the rule for me.
Understood.
Sorry, my iPad was dying, so I had to go plug it in.
All good.
So, uh, Todd, this is Kevin. He's one of our other founding members here. He's a firefighter, EMT up in Pennsylvania. Also,
Not an EMT.
he's,
We don't do that.
sorry, whatever. Either way, he's the reason everybody hates Eagles fans.
I got a lot of those, but all right.
Yeah. Stay mad, bro.
I'm more of a hockey guy, so it's all good. I hate the
Who's your
Flyers.
favorite hockey team?
Tampa Bay Lightning, man. Come on.
All right.
I'm a diehard Rangers fan, so I'm still
Oof.
mad at y'all.
Yeah, they're not doing so
This
hot.
year
They're not
is
doing so
really
hot this
fucking
year.
hard.
Todd, we've actually talked on Instagram, but it's nice to meet you.
Yeah, likewise, man. I definitely have talked to you. I recognize your name.
Uh,
Fucking no, that's good that you still recommend like carrying tourniquets and shit as a civilian. Is there anything that you carried over from being a corpsman that like you carried over like into the fire service and being a firefighter and a paramedic?
Paramedic, yes. Um, but like honestly, like when I was new to the fire service, I'm like, hey, I'm new to the fire service. You know what I mean? Like treat me like a probie, treat me the way you treat new guys because I'm a new guy. Because what I did in the military and in combat has really very little to do with the fire department, and I still stick by
Mhm.
that. I mean, it's the fire department is not. They like to pretend it's paramilitary, but it's not. Uh, every job in the world has a chain of command, so I'm not really sure what they mean by that, but um, there's a lot of differences. So, like, I came in and I was like, no, treat me like the new guy because I am the new guy. Like I've never ran an extrication in my life. I've never been to a structure fire. I've never done any of this stuff. So, um, yeah, I would say more the medicine stuff. But even then, like I said, I was saying earlier, I've gotten so much more education since when I was a 19-year-old corpsman that shit, if I could go back, I would have done a lot of things differently from the medical standpoint of treating patients and stuff. Um, but I did what I was trained to do back then. And that's just medicine. I mean, if anybody that's in medicine will tell you that everything you learn in the last year is wrong. 50% of it's wrong. You just don't know which 50% of it is. So shit changes, information comes out, data comes out. It's no different than the fire department of like building construction changes, hoses change. Okay, this year the 2 inch is the best superior line for whatever, and then now it's back to inch and 3/4. And no, maybe it's inch and a half. It's just you kind of have to just be flexible and like willing to learn and semper gumby. I hate that saying, but it's true. Like always flexible. We'll figure it out. We'll roll with the punches. Um, but yeah, on the medicine side of things, definitely, you know, just the sheer fact of like the stuff I was exposed to as a young person. Like I'm 36 now, but at 19, 20 years old, seeing the injuries that I saw, and kind of having the confidence to manage them definitely has helped me progress, throughout my two careers.
That's awesome. Has anybody that you work with now, like kind of like if you run like a trauma call or something like that, they kind of look at you, be like, asking your opinion just based off your experience with trauma and everything like that?
Yeah, I mean, especially uh a lot of people know that I fly on the side, and the agency I fly for is pretty well respected as far as like the medicine they perform. It's a level 1 trauma center, so it's a massive trauma center. We're constantly getting trained by the specialist of whatever it is. So if we're doing OB stuff, we get trained by those docs. If it's trauma, we get trained by the trauma docs. Um, so yeah, they definitely kind of tend to lean a little bit on me on those kind of calls, and I don't mind, I don't mind it. But I also don't mind sitting back as long as you're not fucking something up royally. Like, hey, it's if you're in charge of the patient, I'm not going to step on your toes and be like, "Raw," beat my chest. As long as there's no harm being caused, then I usually will sit back and kind of like, because everybody's got to learn at some point.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So, going from that and everything, and what you carried over onto the medicine side, like, what would you say from your time in the fire service and as a paramedic and everything? What would you say do you think is like more prioritized in the fire service, on the medical side or the firefighting side? Do you think is more of a priority for the modern day fire service?
Um, what do I want? What do I think it is versus what I wish it was? I
Yeah,
mean, reality is this medicine is 90% of most of our jobs. I mean, even in FDNY where they're the Mac Daddy, the holy grail of the fire service. I have some good friends up there, and they're upwards of 70 to 80% of their calls are medicine. So, um, do you if it's like, do you want to be the guy the slug that just kind of is there taking up oxygen and can throw on a blood pressure cuff, or do you kind of want to know what's going on a little bit? I don't expect everybody to have the passion of medicine that I have, but like uh mostly everybody I work with at least wants to be a help of some sort, like some sort of an asset versus just being kind of in the way. Um and my department's different because we all are paramedics for the most part, minus the rookies. So everyone there is a paramedic. Everyone there has transported at some point because our department transports too. So we call it doing your time, but it's like a prison sentence. You have to do at least a year on the ambulance, before you can get out to the specialty units, ladder companies, engines, heavy rescue, all the stuff that most of the guys want to do. Um, Everybody that's on those units has at least done a year on the ambulance, a year straight, nothing but ambulance. So you're kind of forced to, in a way, to figure it out. Like either you don't necessarily have to be good at it, but be nice and transport people, and as soon as your time is up, you can go back to the fire stuff. But 80 to 90% of our calls are still the medical stuff. So, I used to teach paramedic school, and I would say, listen, I know a lot of you are in here just to keep your job, but 80 to 90% of our job is this. So if you want to suck at 80 to 90% of your job, then maybe I'm not the right instructor for you, because like it's it's 80 to 90%. Like statistics are there. Um, I wish there was a place that I could go that is still running, 15 fires a day and doing cool guy stuff, but those are kind of few and far between now that we have building codes and all this other shit. Uh, you know,
Well, it
get to
depends if
actually
your city
protect
listens to
more.
building codes.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's true.
yeah, yeah. People do got to listen to it. So,
And then you still got migrants that will subdivide a 1,500 square foot house, which is makes some pretty interesting fires.
oh yeah, those get compartmentalized. I love. We got a lot of Indian migrants in the area that I work in, You walk into a house and they're packing mom, dad, aunts, uncles, grandparents, cousins, nieces,
Oh, yeah.
nephews. Everybody's in that. I walked into one. It was just mattresses all through the living room. That's where all the kids slept, and then each set of parents got a bedroom. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
when
dude.
when that whole free Tibet movement was going on, like what, 15, 20 years ago. Do you guys remember that? It was like the whole like free Tibet.
Yeah, I remember Free Tibet.
They all came to my neighborhood. Bro, there's like 15 motherfuckers in one house.
Dude, that's how they roll. And what's crazy is like they'll send one family member to college, like one college goes to cousin or one cousin goes to college, and fucking they just send him a shitload of money and he becomes like a fucking surgeon or some shit and then pays everybody to come here.
Yo,
Like,
like, dude,
it
they
works.
just
It
walk
fucking works. You're doing it legally, so I don't give a fuck. I'm like,
they
whatever.
walk everywhere. Like that's and the one dude I was talking to, the old dude, he's like 9, he's like got to be like 80 or 90. Bro, this motherfucker wrote a book, bro. Do you know what this book is about? Him and his brother escaping communist China when they were 7 and 9 years old by crossing the Himalayan mountains.
That's pretty gangster, though.
Dude, that's gangster. Dude, there's a guy.
They weren't even 10.
There's a guy on my department from Honduras. He like walked here from Honduras when he was like 13. He's legal now. He's got his green card. He's getting his citizenship. He actually just got hired at the city of Charlotte.
I heard you're not legal.
No, I'm not.
I know.
I'm not. But he fucking dude. He told me he's like, I got across the border. I didn't know what to do, so I just found a border patrol agent. And I was like, hell yeah, man. Like, whatever. Hey, they let him stay in the country. He was like 13 years old.
Jeez.
Like, then dude's now he's a hell of a fireman too. That dude's balls to the walls. His first fire was an auto shop fire that we went to, and he was on his way to work and just happened to have his gear in his car. The fire came out, so we just drove his car to the fire and met us there. Hand jacked like 300 feet of 5-inch up a hill to hook it up to a hydrant. Ran back down, grabbed the engineer's fucking air pack, grabbed the nozzle, and went in.
That's good. We need guys like that, you know?
Dude, kids will work. He's dumb as a bag of hammers. Absolute workhorse, though.
That's all right. That.
Like, the fact that he like hired at the city of Charlotte was a God-given miracle, and I told him that because he doesn't have a filter at all. Like, he doesn't give a fuck. Like, dude, you can have the president of the United States in front of him. He'll look at him and be like, "Who the fuck are you?"
Christ.
Oh man.
Dude, them migrants, they fucking be building shit, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
What are
Especially
you,
all
a line crosser now? We just be building shit,
bro. Just be
like
building shit. Fuck building. You got it bad too, Kevin, because up by you is all old construction. So it's fucking decades of shit that's just like God knows what.
Yeah, I mean, Eastern, specifically Southeastern PA, it was like the first. It was one of the first cities that Philly was one of the first cities that built, and then all the suburbs around it. I mean, the oldest house in our township is 1619.
That's insane.
So I mean, you got to think what that predates America by 160 years.
Yeah.
You
Dude,
know,
fucking boys just had a building in a log cabin that was from 1850.
One of our lieutenants lives in one of the oldest houses in our neighborhood in the township, and that it actually apparently used to be like a barn, and now it's a house. And we're in a pretty urban town now. So to even think of it, because our neighborhood, Belmont Hills, was one big like plantation, estate, farm thing. And they called it Goat Hill because of how many goats would like graze the hill. And then as the land got sold and developed, it's pretty tight now. But his house is like from like 1770 something, I think.
That motherfucker gotta be haunted.
100%.
The
house next door. Bro, the house next door is where Carl the Butcher.
Bro, I'm telling you right now, if I ever respond to a house and a patient comes out and is like, "Hey, just let you know my house is haunted," bro, you can meet me.
Bro, have you ever heard those? Have you ever heard those stories where like they'll get calls from houses that don't even exist anymore that like have no phone lines?
What
like,
the fuck? No, I have not heard that.
You've never heard of shit like that?
Dude, so where I work is also a really old area. Andrew Jackson was born where I work. Like,
oh boy,
that's our claim to fame. Fucking dude, where I work, like there are so many abandoned houses from like hundreds of years ago and shit. Even ones from fucking 10 years ago. It was poor as fuck until the last like 5 years. So
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, no, I mean, this is a pretty, I mean, a lot of the houses, especially in like Wynwood, are stone and balloon frame with cedar shake roofs. And it's like, I mean, my dad had an attic flash on him in one of those houses in the 80s. We had one flash on us in 2021. Like, they're these like ovens. They have
yeah.
like super tight knee walls.
Yep.
You know, it's
Knee wall. We were just doing some training on knee walls the other day at work. Those shits are fucking sketchy.
I personally think that everyone says basement fires are the worst. I disagree. Knee wall fires are the worst because if you get up into an attic and you don't have guys with gray hair or guys that know what knee wall fires are, all you are going to get is super high heat and no visibility, and you're going to be sitting there like, what the fuck is going on?
Dude,
they don't cover it, which is, especially up here, they don't cover it in like the fire academy, which is bizarre because there's so many knee walls in houses around here. My house has a shit ton. I'm looking at 3 of them right now in my room. Like, my great grandfather built this house. It's
bro,
that's 2 doors down from me. No,
fire?
I'm not going to that.
What is it?
That fucking lady has a fucking smoke detector like right next to her shower. No.
Oh.
Yeah, but
look out the window. If there's not fire blowing out the house, you're fucking fine.
Dude, it's the second floor hallway smoke detector. It told me I'm not going to that. But I guarantee we're gonna hear them fucking lay on the air horn when they drive past.
Hey, every house every fire alarm is a structure fire. Until
I gotta be on a podcast, dude. I have priorities.
License to kills.
Yeah.
Dude, we had a fire alarm turn into a 3-alarm apartment complex fire a couple years ago.
Oh,
it was like, what the fuck?
Dude, we had one
during COVID.
The lady was like walking up her driveway and she's like, "Oh, this is my house. What's going on?" We're like, "Oh, your fire alarm's going off." And she goes, "Oh, well, I hope nothing's on fire inside. My last house burned to the ground." And we were like, "Oh, fuck. Okay, let's go." Sure. We open the door, smoke comes rolling out. We're like, "Oh shit." Dude, she left her fucking purse on the stove and she left a half-eaten sandwich next to it. Her dog jumped up on the fucking stove and turned it on and lit the purse on fire, so it lit her cabinets up. We knocked it down with a can. Right? Yeah, we knocked it down with a can, but it was funny as fuck.
Jesus. Dude, like, that Memorial Day weekend, the first Memorial Day weekend of COVID, and because it was COVID, it was like 1 truck responses with like 2 guys for fire alarms. So it was like super like, don't expose, especially to like high occupancy, because like they don't want everyone exposed and blah 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 and whatever. But we're going to this fire alarm and we're like halfway there and they call me on the radio and they're like, yeah, we're getting a couple calls reporting like haze on the 4th floor. And it's like, in my head, I'm like, okay, well, we're going to an alarm on the 2nd floor, so that's not good, So they upgrade it to a box assignment. About 10 seconds later, they're like, Lower Merion Police is on scene with fire blowing out of the 2nd floor. And I'm like, all right. People out on the balconies and shit. Oh, my God. It was the first time my helmet camera, it was like brand new, dude. I put it in like that day. It was awesome.
Fuck you. I had to take mine off because my SD card was being fucking annoying.
Oh, yeah. You got to format this shit, bro.
Kevin, you missed it. It took us 20 minutes before to figure out how to record this. And Todd ended up having to be the one recording it, and he's going to send it to me because I couldn't figure it out.
Way to go, dude.
I'm fucking dumb, bro.
We know.
Fuck you. You're an Eagles fan.
You're a Cowboys fan.
Yeah. And I'm damn proud of it.
Okay.
And Cole still looks like Shrek if he did gay porn. Like, his face is just so pornographic is the best way that I can put it.
Well, let me zoom in on this. Oh, is this the new guy to the group chat?
Yeah.
Oh, look at you.
So, oh, man. Oh, Todd, you got any fucking dumbasses what's like the dumbest call you think you've been to?
Oh man, dude.
And then compare that. Hold on, I got an idea. Compare that to your dumbest barracks story of like Marines doing dumb
I
shit.
was about to say the same shit, dude.
Yeah.
I mean,
Cole sounds like he's from fucking like Alabama.
He's from dude, me and him are from the same area. Oh, fuck.
You're not from there.
Why
You
am I
just
at
live
2% battery? I thought I was charging this shit. What the fuck? Hold on.
We gotta plug it in, Liam.
It is plugged in, but this outlet is being annoying. Give me a second. Fuck me.
No, sincerely, Mr. Todd, I do want to hear about the most ratchet barracks situation you've ever encountered.
Mr. Todd.
Ratchet. Man,
Yes,
'cause
sir.
the barracks is like prison, you know? It's like a bunch of caged animals. Um, man, I think one of the like worst things was we did a field op in the pouring rain. It like rained the whole week, you know? And we got back from the field, and you know how that is. Like everyone goes to the 7 Day store in Camp Lejeune, stocks up on booze, and the rest is history. Well, like a month later, um, one of the Marines was talking about the room next to him smelling pretty bad. So we ended up doing like a health and comfort kind of thing. And
Yeah.
dude had all that wet gear just packed up, still in the bivy sack, still in like his field pack under his
And how
bear
long was this?
under his bed.
How long was that?
No, he put like, so
In
this is
the
the flip up bed.
Yeah, the flip up bed.
Oh,
That's,
all right, nice speed.
and he like his whole bivy sack and shit that just unwashed.
I mean everything, dude. Uniforms, camis, the whole thing you go to the field with was just packed in this thing. I mean, there was flies and shit that came out. I was like, dude, how have
How
you been
long was it in there?
a month? But in like summer, this was a summer, so it was pretty
Oh.
hot. I mean, you know, the ACs aren't the best in the barracks. Uh, yeah, and
Where was this?
I ended up leaving because his seniors were taking care of that, and
Yeah.
they were
For
they
sure.
were
Dip out ASAP.
they were doing some character building that I didn't want to be a part of.
Maybe it all,
For sure.
You
Oh
know,
man, disgusting.
yeah, dude, it
Oh,
was.
so would you compare that smell to like a hoarder house or some
Some
shit?
shit Liam would do.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think I say this all the time. I think like civilian world is in like the Americans that are out there. We have people that are worse than Afghanis, worse than your dirtiest Marine. Like there's shit that nothing could have prepared me for to see, you know, as far as what we've seen on the street, as far how people live and
Well,
uh
are you in Miami?
no, we're up in Tampa.
Oh,
Tampa.
Tampa.
So big city,
Dude,
a lot of people.
Yeah, cities are, yeah,
you're not wrong though. There's like a subspecies of human that is just the most
attracted to cities.
disgusting. Dude, it's like I don't think civilians will ever know. We have our fair share. Like Cole, you remember that lady that used to come into the hospital all the time with the bed bugs, and she would bring everything she owned and fucking run around naked around the ED, and she was just fat and nasty and shit.
Are we talking about the black one or the white one?
The white one.
There was two?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, she
So-
lived in my area. She lived in the area that I work. So fucking dude, we used to fucking go to her house. I wouldn't even go inside. I would open the door, yell her name, and be like, "Can you fucking walk?" And she'd be like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "Get outside." Damn. She would do. She came out. She was like, "I have stage 10 liver cancer."
Yeah.
She would say that all the time. Dude, one time we rolled up and I looked at. We were there for her roommate who was a crack addict, and fucking.
Yeah.
And I look at her, I'm like, and she comes out, I'm like, "Hey, how's that stage 10 cancer?" She goes, "It's terrible." I'm like, "Oh, well, feel better."
Naloxone
Yeah.
always on standby
like-
with those individuals.
I
It's like
mean,
the middle of the cities, and then the middle of like Bumblefuck is just like the most nasty people.
I'm in this weird mix of both because we're
Yeah.
right outside Charlotte. Like Charlotte's
Yeah, I
right on the road. All these rich folk from Charlotte are starting to build their houses in our area and shit. There's still so much white trash
Yeah,
motherfuckers
bro.
that live in this area.
They don't understand the situation they're putting themselves in at this time.
I mean, I think
I find that hilarious.
I don't think it matters where you're at because like there's kind of a joke slash it comes out to be true every time, but like you could be going to a multi-million-dollar neighborhood. You're going to the shittiest house when you're looking for the house, like you're like, oh, this is the house we're going to. Okay,
Yeah.
that checks out.
It's rare you go to the nice ones. Dude, we went to one. We got there. The house was perfectly clean. Like, and the woman who lived there was like, I haven't seen my roommate in like a week, but I keep hearing groans from her bedroom and the door is locked. So we kicked the door in. It was just 2 feet of just trash. And just, dude, fucking Wendy's and Taco Bell cups full of shit and piss and everything. Bro, this woman was
yeah.
underneath her bed. We had to dig through a pile of trash to find her. And guess what?
I'm not digging through that. You're on your own.
I'm driving the ambulance like this the whole fucking time.
Yeah, I mean, you got air packs.
Dude,
I'm not above that either. I'll throw on an air pack and
we considered it. It was the worst, and this woman was still alive.
air is free.
The worst smell. Like her flesh was rotting as
Air is free.
Dude, it was disgusting.
Yeah.
No,
I'm gonna
Cole.
utilize that.
Cole,
Yeah,
you know which one
send
I'm
it.
remembering? The woman who bit her nipple off.
Bro,
You
I was
remember that?
just telling EMT class today about that shit.
Dude, so, like I said, Cole and I used to work as security in a hospital together, and we were like right outside the city. So we had like a lot of homeless people and fucking like a lot of fucking mental patients and shit. This lady comes in, big old girl, had to be minimum 250. Like she was big
Man,
old girl.
You
Knees
giving her
down
a
to her
lot.
knees. These things were fucking double Z's. They were huge. Fucking the doctors refused to restrain her. She keeps bringing her nipple up and trying to bite it off, dude.
Oh,
It's
man.
my first night working in the ER by myself. I run in, I grab her hands, I'm like trying to hold her hands back. She rips the nipple completely off and swallows it, starts laughing her ass off. And then my buddy comes in, he was like my supervisor or whatever, and he's like trying to come help me, lifts her feet in the air and rips the loudest fart I've ever fucking heard.
Jesus Christ.
Dude, oh my
Yeah,
god.
man.
I've met some weird people being right outside the city because like 60 to 70% of our calls are on an interstate. So we're like a rescue company. So we're up there for every accident that happens, whether it's an extrication or not. Every car fight. We've met some weird people, especially going westbound out of the city, dude. Oh my God.
I believe it. Philly's got some fucking characters, dude. I bet Tampa's got some fucking. What do you get? What do you get?
That was going to be my next like
Florida man.
recommendation.
What is it?
So what do you get in Tampa mostly? Just like finance bros and OnlyFans girls?
I wish. No, I mean in my area, like our county is huge. It's 1,001 or 900 something square miles. I knew that for an interview at one point in my life. Um, but yeah, we have the area I work in that I've been in for a long time is pretty much low income area. It's either low income or we run you go down the road a little bit and it's like multimillionaires. We had who's that? John Cena. He lives in that neighborhood, so like it's a wide variety of creatures. But the Florida man guys, they're out east in our county.
Oh, I believe.
Yo, so are you near the Villages?
No, not really. That's like it's like an hour and a half.
Is that where that's the swinger neighborhood, isn't it?
Yeah,
Or
that's the loofahs.
yeah, the loofahs.
Yeah,
Oh no, I know one of the chiefs down there because he used to be up here.
yeah, yeah. And they have their own
I
helicopter up
don't
here.
think Kevin's getting what we're saying.
I don't care.
His good little virgin ears, dude. In the Villages, it became famous. They put little loofahs on their radio antennas for their cars. Each loofah's color has a meaning as to what level swinger you are.
Yeah, yeah.
So like, if you're like a black loofah, you're like into like the fucking BDSM shit. And, like,
Will.
yeah, piercing nozzle Will. Which, by the way, since we're gonna post this on the YouTube, Todd, just for the inside joke of this,
Can we
what do you
put
use
Todd
a
in the
piercing
group chat?
nozzle for? One, piercing, hard to reach fire like a mulch fire or an attic fire or inside of a tractor trailer to exterminate the fire? Or do you use it for ventilation?
So we just got him, and like we just got it like within the last 6 months, and the only thing I've used it for was a dumpster fire.
See? Yeah.
Respect.
Will, the guy who was on here before, he first joined our group chat, was talking about using a piercing nozzle for ventilation. And we're all talking to him like,
Because I sent a picture of the squirt with the tractor trailer fire.
yeah, yes, exactly.
And he's like, they're using it wrong. It's supposed to be for ventilation. I was like,
and we're all like, and I'm sitting there, and I was drunk when he sent this. So I'm sitting there like, am I wrong? Like what the fuck? Yeah. So we've yet to stop giving him shit for that.
Yeah, that's definitely there's better tools for ventilation.
Yeah,
our new truck
anything.
came. It hasn't been made public yet, but now it has.
Well, when is it going to be made public? Because I'm gonna.
I don't know. I don't fucking care.
Saturday.
It'll probably. Everyone knows, dude. Now there's an extra fire truck in the firehouse. Like everyone's like, "Oh shit."
Oh yeah, because I'm sure everybody walking by was like,
It's
that wasn't there before.
We've only ever had one white fire truck. Now we got two.
True. Dude, we got roasted once. We had a guy come up. It's like 11 o'clock at night, and this guy pulls up right in front of all the apparatus bays. And so I walk out because we're all smoking cigars. I walk out. And I'm like, hey, man, you can't park here. There's a parking lot right over there. You can go to if you have any questions for us or something. And he goes, oh, I just wanted to see the ladder truck because it never leaves the house. And we're like, you motherfucker. Like, man, fuck this guy. He's like, I never see you driving around or anything. And I'm like, yeah, well.
Hey,
Todd, you're a hockey guy, right?
We get paid for what we might do, not what we do.
Well, our truck was staffed by all of our part-time staff because, like I said, we're a combination department. So, like, it was like we had specialties because, like, they would jump depending on what the call was because we have tankers too. They would jump from either the truck to the tanker or the rescue to the truck, whatever. Like, they just had their gear ready to go on any vehicle that they needed. And that ladder was a money pit. It was like a 1999 Seagrave that was part of Progress Fire Department up in Harrisburg, PA. And that thing did work, don't get me wrong, but it was a money pit for us. There was always something wrong, so it never went anywhere except like fucking parade.
Well, probably because when it was at Progress, it never went home. It was probably out all the time.
Dude, it went from going out all the time to never going anywhere because our old chief fucked our response matrix. You tell me why the fuck we have a single engine company responding to I'm not going to get into it because I don't want my chief to see this and fucking get mad at me. So I'm going to keep my opinion to myself.
Probably for the better. Yeah, dude.
I get too into it, dude. And if my chief sees this, which I would not be surprised if he watched it, I don't want to get in trouble at work.
Dude, Progress or they're Jesus Christ.
Hold on, my wife just texted me. She needs me at trivia because they're losing right now.
Yo, Todd, you know who Gritty is?
Who?
Gritty.
Yeah, that stupid mascot for the Flyers.
Bro, that's the dumbest mascot. The Flyers are, you know what? I'm a Rangers fan, and I feel bad for the Flyer fans.
I flew up there. I went to a game against the Lightning there 2 years ago, but we won 7-1.
You didn't call me?
Did I know you then? Other
No.
than internet friends.
Dude, he said the same thing for me. I'll go up to Jersey, but you didn't call me. I'm like, dude, I'm an hour and a half away from you.
Yeah, don't
have a car. We'll travel.
I go to 2 to 3 road games a year, so I'll let you know next time I'm back in Philly.
Ooh.
But
Sweet.
I don't know if there'll be another time in Philly. I know for a fact I'm not going back to New York City.
Yo,
I
did you
blame
see
you.
pictures after all the snow melted of all the shit on the sidewalk?
I don't fucking blame you, dude. Look, here's the thing. Both of my parents are from New York City. I was born and raised in northern New Jersey, like 40 minutes from New York City. I fucking hate going there.
Yeah.
I hate it there.
We did.
When was the last time you were in New York?
Me or Todd?
Todd.
I was just there in December. So we did we did the Christmas thing. And then I looked at her and said, all right, we're never coming back here again. So take all your pictures. Because I've been to MSG. I don't need to go back here.
MSG is great though. You can't
The
lie.
9/11 museum was pretty crazy.
Yeah, the 9/11 museum is incredible.
You've never been there?
No.
That's where it's
nobody's
coming
ever
from.
going to degrade that.
No. You can hate New
Period.
York as much as you want, but I don't think anybody has ever complained about the 9/11 museum.
Dude, that museum is crazy.
I don't know why. I've never been there. Next time I go, I'll probably go.
There's like this little thing. I remember in the museum, it was fucking mind-boggling. There's like this little thing. It's like maybe this big. It's 5 floors compressed for one of the towers.
I believe it, dude.
And it's like can fit in your hand.
I want to go there and like find my cousin's name on the same thing.
Oh, it's on there. I've been there twice.
I
all the firemen.
Haven't been there to see it. He got killed there, so I would assume that it's on Squad 18.
Yeah. I told you my buddy that's a Philly fireman that was in the Marines that volleyed with us before he got picked up by the city. He his uncle's Squad 288. I think you talked to him on the phone.
Yeah. Fucking dude, that guy that I know that was he was a battalion chief in a town near me. He knew my cousin and shit up in the FDNY. He just got arrested.
Is this the guy that...
Yeah. So Todd, you want to hear this shit? This guy, this is all alleged, by the way. He has not been proven guilty in a court of law. This is all accusations and what I have seen on the news and heard through the grapevine.
He's guilty.
This dude is a battalion chief down here in North Carolina, right near me. He is retired FDNY. He was the lieutenant on Rescue 5. He was an officer on, I think it was like Ladder 2 in Manhattan. Survived 9/11. Was the first responding officer to the plane in the Hudson. Like, lieutenant on Rescue 5 in New York City. Like, dude's got the resume that firefighters dream of, right?
Yeah.
He just got arrested by the town of Matthews in an ongoing investigation for lighting an abandoned Boston market building on fire. That happened.
He's like, we're not getting enough jobs here.
It's all alleged. I don't know fucking how true that is, but I've met this dude multiple times. He's always been cool as fuck with me. I got no problems with the guy, and I hope he gets proven innocent because of
it sounds like he was cool with everybody except Boston Market.
Yeah.
Maybe they were out of mashed potatoes or something.
Hey, look, here's the thing. I know I said abandoned Boston Market, but it was brought up to me the other day that when I say Boston Market, it's implied that it's abandoned.
Yeah.
Bro, Cole, did you hear about that?
No, sir.
He's a Matthews battalion chief. This is all alleged, by the way. Like, I want to emphasize that.
Yeah, I'm totally tracking that, man.
Oh, dude, do you need a hug?
Hmm?
Do you need a hug? You look sad.
Elaborate.
You just look sad. I'm gonna have Will come hug you.
No.
Why'd you have to weird, dude? Like, what the fuck?
That's what I do.
I'm quite okay.
Hey, man.
You're fucking weirdo, Kev.
Yeah. I'm also retarded.
Are you the one that I've labeled Dependa in the group chat?
No, that's Justin.
No, I'm not married
Justin
to
is
anybody.
currently driving through the night because his wife is still active duty, so they got orders to some reserve base in fucking Virginia. He was Charleston fire, and then he got with his wife, and then they got stationed in Lejeune, and then he went to Camp Lejeune fire, and now I don't know what the fuck he's gonna do. So
Understood.
He's got some good experience. So he got taught by a lot of the guys that were there for like the Charleston 9 fire and everything, the Sofa Superstore.
Mm-hmm.
So he's got some good stories. So,
we should bring Travis Howes on the podcast.
I have no idea how to get in contact with him.
I talk to him all the time.
Sure, get him on. That'd be sick.
All right.
Todd's been a great first guest. He fucking just been answering questions and shit.
Yeah, we love Todd.
Here, just looking sexy as shit.
Todd's got the mustache.
Got extremely rideable mustache.
Todd is the mustache that I wish I could grow.
Fresh trim and a fresh cut today.
Bro, I fucking
just for this.
My wife hates my mustache, but I texted her and said if I grew my hair out long enough and grow on my mustache, I would look like Riley Green, and she kind of agreed. So now I'm able to do it.
They get used to it. Now mine says that if I ever shave it, she'll probably leave me.
Yep.
Mine says the opposite.
That's the thing.
I know.
They dig it.
Give me 2 mics. Let me just show you what I just shaved off.
Are you gonna show us a
I like where this is going.
Yeah, dude, I'll see
Liam.
it.
No. Liam, do you remember the beard that I had?
Yes. You had a good beard going.
That
That's why when you
I had a
shave,
gnarly beard.
huh? Like I don't think I ever saw you without a beard.
Yeah, it's weird. I hate it. My chin gets cold now. It's fucking wild.
You're like a different race.
It's something. But yeah. So
Holy shit.
Yeah. There you go.
yeah.
That's a man right there.
I'm jealous.
You
This
should
is
be.
my little 4-day 5 o'clock shadow because I don't go back on shift until tomorrow morning. So
My biggest complaint is that I can't grow a beard.
Yeah, me
Oh
too.
no.
My biggest complaint is that I can't grow a mustache either.
Kevin, if you grew a mustache, you'd already.
Oh no.
Well, one, you already look like you can't be within 500 feet of a school.
I
If you
work
grew
at
a mustache, it'd be even worse.
What do I do for a living?
I don't fucking know.
You do know, because we've had this conversation.
Firefighter.
Are you drunk?
No.
Oh. Yeah, anyway, that fire alarm that turned into like multiple bells, that was that.
Oh, hell yeah.
That was a rival. Happy COVID.
Hell yeah. Well, I know you're on like a combination department, so
Yup.
aren't you like a fucking school security guard or some shit?
Yup. You just said I can't be near a school.
Dude, you never know. You never know. It's always the ones they trust and shit, you know?
Keep your friends close and your enemies closer, you know?
Jesus.
Exactly. They're spotting, dude. We all know that you're in the files.
Mm.
We all know it.
I actually looked up quite a few people that I know in the files. None of them showed up.
Wait, what?
I just wanted the Google names just to see like if it would fucking.
You know, we actually are in the files. If you had a school picture taken like at all in the past like 30 years, Epstein has your picture. Because he owned the company that did our school photos, Lifetouch.
Lifetouch didn't do ours.
Oh shit.
I guarantee you, like a third party of Lifetouch did.
I hope not.
Yeah. How do you think they fucking picked their targets and shit? I'm a little offended I wasn't picked. Was I not a cute enough kid?
Yeah, what the fuck?
No.
Yeah, like what the fuck, man? I was here. I was stupid as shit. I always went out by myself. Like you could have easily kidnapped me.
That was vulnerable.
Yeah, like the fuck, man.
Just offering Pokemon cards out of a van, right?
Yeah, I don't even need Pokemon cards. I don't like, hey man, you want some skateboard parts? Let's go, dude.
No, they would have had me with Pokemons back in the 90s.
Oh yeah. Oh, I forgot you're old as fuck.
Yep.
Even though you're only like 3 years older than me. Whatever.
We'll pray about it. No big deal.
No big deal at all. All right. Well, honestly, I think we've gone on for a little over an hour now. It's be a good first episode. You all agree?
Yeah.
All right. Well, Todd, thank you for being our very first guest.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me. This was fun.
Yeah, thank you guys.
We'll bring Todd back. Can we just like get Todd in the group chat?
Yeah, hey, you want to join the group chat? Like, we just have a whole group chat going. It's just all of us fucking.
Yeah, you can definitely try. I'm terrible at group chats, but
most of us.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah, I'll shoot you a message. We'll add you to it.
All right, man.
All right, cool. All right, well, y'all be good. Thank you guys again.
Yeah, likewise. I'll
Absolutely.
get and send you this video.
I appreciate it.
Todd, an absolute pleasure, sir.
Todd, it has been a pleasure.
Likewise,
we
man. Good luck.
sincerely appreciate your service. What you did was absolutely epic, and we love and adore that. That's
Good luck.
That shit's amazing.
Good luck finishing the academy, man.
I appreciate that. Thanks, man.
Yeah, all right, y'all be good. Thank you
All right,
again.
man. I'll talk to you guys soon.
So.
See ya.